rubber is about to meet the road in Super Bowl 47 as the Niners take on the Ravens and Jim Harbaugh takes on John Harbaugh. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort. Joining me now, as he has all week from New Orleans, our own Cliff Brown. And Cliff, I understand you just got done with a joint coaches press conference, Harbaugh and Harbaugh. What takeaways do you have for us from that?
Well, just to see two brothers up there sitting behind the Lombardi Trophy was something we've never seen before. Pretty cool sight. John went with the suit and tie look. Jim was Mr. Casual with his normal coaching vest on. You know, the facial resemblance, the way they talk, the mannerisms. It really just another image that sinks in that these are actually two brothers who are very close, competing for the same trophy on football's biggest stage. It's something we may never see again. Yeah, and it's pretty interesting. We talked earlier in the week about how these two teams share some things and how they're different in some ways. If you're looking at this game from the Niners' perspective, what is the one key or maybe the two keys that they have to accomplish to win this football game? Well, I think defensively, they've got to get pressure on Joe Flacco, the 49ers. They have a good pass rush, but it hasn't been as good, particularly with Aldon Smith in the playoffs, as it is during the regular season. And Flacco has been brilliant this postseason, 8 touchdown passes, no interceptions. And a big part of that is that he's been protected so well by the Ravens' offensive line. If the 49ers don't get pressure on Joe Flacco, he will hurt them. And then conversely for the Ravens, I mean, it's pretty obvious that Colin Kaepernick is the engine that makes the 49ers offense go. And you know, his ability to run, to throw, to make big plays, both running and throwing, is what has made the biggest difference with the 49ers since he became the starter. And if Kaepernick makes big plays in this game, that he's the type of player who could tilt this game in the 49ers' direction. Now, you've been down there all week, and are there any intangibles that you're picking up on? Anything we should maybe look for in this game on that front? One intangible that people are talking about is, you know, are the Ravens going to be distracted, you know, by the Ray Lewis, story about accusations about him using a banned substance to, enhance his recovery from his injury. I don't see that happening at all. Ray Lewis is, the normal life for Ray Lewis is abnormal for most people. He's always the center of attention. There's always various opinions about him. And this week has been no different in that regard. He has learned at focusing, blocking out distractions, and being a leader for the Ravens despite whatever else is going on around him. I expect this game to be really good. Both teams are really physical. Both teams are very similar in a lot of ways in their approach to football, that they feel they can impose their will on their opponents. So I don't know which team's going to crack first, but I think it's going to be an interesting game between two teams that approach football because of the brothers coaching in the same way. Okay, so I'm going to pin you down here. I already did this to Vinny, so we're going to compare and contrast come Monday with you guys. But who's your pick in this game? And if you have a score, what do you think it'll be? I'm picking the Ravens to win. I would say 27-20. I just think the Ravens fit the DNA of recent Super Bowl winners like the Giants and the Packers, teams that got hot and peaked at the right time. I think the Ravens, having so many veteran players in this game, like Ray Lewis, like Ed Reed, like Terrell Suggs, like Anquan Boldin, will help them. I think that, I think they'll handle the pregame or early game jitters a little bit better. But more importantly, I just think the Ravens right now are the team that is peaking at the right time. The 49ers are playing excellent football, but I honestly thought there have been times during the regular season where they were the best team in the NFL. Right now, I think the best team in the NFL is the Ravens, and I think that they will prove that on Sunday. All right, well, I got to tell you, Vinny agrees with you. I think he sees it a little closer than you do, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Listen, Cliff, it's been great talking to you all week. Enjoy the game, and we'll talk to you next week and break down what happened. Thanks so much, Tom.